it's me, Renee. I'm back. And this Saturday is another Deweys, the first Deweys of the year. In case you don't know, Deweys is a 24-hour readathon. Um, a Dewey readathon. It goes on Facebook, on Instagram, all over the book chat, really. I sorry. I have been doing Deweys now for, I want to say 5 years. I think so, because I actually started when I was still living in Oslo. So I think around 5 years. And what's also quite fun is that, okay, so Jewish, it starts at a certain point where you are. So the Jewish in April starts for me at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And for people in the US, or some of them in different time zones, but I think for some of them it starts at like 6 or 7 in the morning. But I can start in the afternoon. And yeah, it's just very lovely. Of course, in the fall, when there's the reverse Dewey, I have to start early, though again, have to. I mean, the point of any readathon is just gonna have fun with people and reading together with people. So, like, I've never done the whole 24 hours. I don't really think I ever will, because reading for 24 hours straight, well, I suppose, firstly, that's not impossible. Secondly, like, I suppose, reading for like 3 hours, even that's quite a lot of time. Even though I love to read, that's just a lot of time. What I usually end up doing, I kind of end up like kind of using Jewish as a excuse to read a lot that weekend. Though yeah, I read a lot on Saturday, but I often also read a lot on Sunday as well. Like if I have like 20 pages left, I'll finish that book on Sunday evening and or whatnot. And yeah, so this is my Jewish PBR for this weekend. So yeah, I do know that Jewish, like the concept of Jewish is only 24 hours, and like there's only so much you can read in 24 hours. Even me, like I read fast, yeah, but I won't read for all the hours. So yeah, of course I won't get to all these because the big pile of books. At the same time, I'm a mood reader, so like, and often in Jewish, I kind of end up picking up one book, reading it for 5 pages, and then having a snack break, and then picking up another book for 5 pages. Like, I do that sometimes for Jewish. Yeah, and anyway, I just kind of really like to have options. So, yeah, let's show you my options. We have Vienna 1814 by David King. This is a non-fiction book about 1814. So 1814 was the year that the Napoleon War ended, and it was also a year that a lot of stuff happened, like lots of lots of countries in, as I know, lots of countries in Europe were kind of got different borders and whatnot. Norway came after and got our own constitution, but we were released from the Danes in the beginning of the year, and then we got our own constitution, and then not long after became part of Sweden. So a lot of things happened for Norway this year. But like, especially since this is the year actually we got our constitution, I want to read like how it happened, like out, like in the big Europe, how what happened over there. And yeah, actually started slightly. I read 10 pages in it, and I do like it. But it's one of those. I mean, I mean, sometimes I sound so childish, but like this is one of those books with so many words. I know that sounds weird, but like some books you have lots of interesting words, but then you have maybe more air in between the words, or you have more illustrations, or you have yeah, you don't have that many like words, so words together. Like here's lots of words. Though I suppose you do like have here's some illustrations, so there's some illustrations as well. But yeah, yeah, I've started, haven't gotten far in it, but I kind of want to read a bit more in it. Also, yeah, I don't really have like a plan to like finish a lot of these books. Like I said, I want to read in this. Like if I finish one or two books, cool. But like I don't plan to finish all of these. If I do, that's a miracle. But like this one, I think will be fun to just read a few pages, and that's fine, really. Then we have Northanger Abbey as a comic book. So this one has a funny story. So I got it from the library back in February, and I was supposed to return it in March. Could not find it anywhere. I found it today inside of a box in my apartment. It's like, what? What? How did it end up in this box? I don't know if I had a weird ghost who did it. If I did it without thinking, I'm thinking it might be my parents who helped me with cleaning, but I don't know it's them. Anyway, I found it. And yeah, since it's a comic book, it's gonna be fun to read it for this weekend because I mean, comics it's easily read, have good to like start or to have before break or whatnot. And then we have Atlas or Uoppdagde øyer, or Atlas over Undiscovered Islands. So it's all about different islands that don't exist. So like one of these islands might be a mythical island, or one of them might be an island that sea captain drew on a map, but wasn't there because he saw hallucinations. So yeah, it's kind of fun. I got it a few years ago for like in a what's the word again? Used bookstore. I've started slightly. I've lost my bookmark, but I have started. Like I read the index, and it's fun because so each page has like a big illustrations, and then there's text. I was like, this is one of those books. Sorry, I'm gonna sound so vapid right now, but like this is one of those kind of I want to read more it. There's just so many words. I don't know. It just kind of intimidates me, even though I mean there are pictures more or less everywhere, but there's just still so many words. I think it's kind of like even though like the words are interesting, like what I've read so far, it's not like amazingly written. So yeah, but I don't want to DNF it. I just kind of yeah, I'm hesitant with it, but I want to read more of it, and hopefully maybe it's just the beginning that was wonky, and yeah. Then we have Villex by Lena Kobberbø. This is a Danish book translated to Norwegian. So this well actually also this and this one both works for Eurovision, which is also this time. I mean Eurovision started 16th of April, ends on 14th of May. You're supposed to read books from countries around Europe that participate in Eurovision, or countries like it could be a book written by a British author, but the setting is in Spain, or it could be a book where Spain is mentioned for like one chapter. It doesn't have to be Spanish author, but yeah. This is a Danish author. It's a middle grade, so it's not huge. It's by one of my favorite middle grade authors, Danish authors. I've read her other series, but I didn't read this one because this one came in 2010, so then I was like 16, so I didn't really. I suppose I was too old for middle grade. I wasn't, but at that point I kind of wasn't reading middle grade. And yeah, I kind of thought, you know what? I kind of want to read this one. Check out this one because yeah, her first series I've read so many times, love it so much, and then this one I haven't picked up because timing. So yeah, I think this one will work fine for checking off Denmark. So yeah, yeah. So far for Eurovision Fund, I haven't really gotten that many countries. So if I get this, I'll be happy. Though I mean, it's not a competition. I mean, you read as many books as you read. But yeah, and then of course this one will work for Austria. So yeah, and then we have sorry. Then we have Glimmer by Birgitte Versta. So this is a Norwegian book, as you might have guessed. Also, library haul. I got both of these books today from library, so small library haul of these books. So yeah, this is a completely new Norwegian book. I didn't really know about it before. I just like saw it on Bookstagram a few weeks ago, and like, oh my god, so beautiful, beautiful cover. I mean, look at that, so beautiful, so beautiful. It's middle grade. It's, I want to say portal fantasy. I know it's fantasy. I'm not sure if it's portal fantasy or, I think part of it is in our world, so that will be portal fantasy. Could be. I mean, fantasy terms, all that stuff, kind of difficult, but yeah, it's fantasy in our world, I think at least. And I believe it's the first in the series. I mean, most fantasy are. I suppose it could be a standalone, but yeah. Anyway, I started actually slightly today. I read the prologue today, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was slightly cliche, but like, I suppose if you're in a target audience, which is like 9 to 12, you probably, I mean, you haven't been exposed to that many cliches. And even though it was slightly cliche, I did still enjoy it. So yeah, I will still read more and read on. So yeah, curious with this one. Then we have, oh yeah, a little warning. A lot of these books actually are in Norwegian because that's kind of what I got from the library. A lot of these are also library books, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Så ja, like fint å jobbe som å danse. So this is a biography about Klaus Hagerup by Hilde Hagerup. Hilde Hagerup being his daughter. Klaus Hagerup is this guy. He's a very famous Norwegian children's author. He's written lots of children's books. He died in 2012, I want to say. Oh, 12, sorry, read it. He died in 2018. 2018. Also shows last year. My god. Okay, it was 2018 then. If the book says that, I'm gonna assume the book is correct. But yeah, it's not huge, but it kind of looks kind of like fun to read about this children's author. And also, April is the month with World Book Day. That was 23rd of April, so books about books, always fun. So yeah, I did borrow this in the beginning of the month, but yeah, I very much want to please start it now. And then we have Yetness Historia by Christina Lindström. So this is kind of like a short biography of different females from around the world, and around through the ages. So you have pictures and then you have text. It's meant for middle grade, but yeah, sounds interesting. I think I read a few pages in it, and yeah, I liked it. So yeah, easy, fun, fast-paced read to have, which is always good for a reader fun. And then here's this book. Yeah, and then we have Mellom Linjen then by Joanna Schreiber, which is a book all about publishing in Sweden. So that would also work for Sweden. Well, already read the book for Sweden though. Yeah, I'm not sure which book I'm gonna count, but yeah. And yeah, this book, I'm about halfway through, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I told you. Sorry, I'm a monster. But yeah, I'm about halfway through, and yeah, it's funny. There's a romance in it, and yeah, really enjoy the slice of life story. And then we have I store forfatteres fotspor, which is a book. Sorry, which is a book about different authors' travels around Europe. So it's travel writing. So it's kind of like articles and stuff with different authors and around Europe. So you have authors, which of course I love, and Europe, which is perfect for Eurovision of fun. This one has St. Petersburg. Well, we won't use that one because it has Prague, it has Paris, Venice. So yeah, sounds cool. Not long, and yeah. And then we have Gutenbergs hamlets by Steinar Høybakk. So yeah, I mean, this is all about magical books, which yeah, you gotta love it. It's the first in the series. For a long time, I thought it was standalone, and then I saw the second book in the library. I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, I've looked at it often in the library, but I haven't gotten it. And thought, you know what? I want to read it now. So yeah, it's a middle grade book about magical libraries, magical books, and honestly, that's kind of all I need to know, really. So yeah, excited. And then we have Kodeknekkerne, The Utvalgte, by H.L. Dennis, which it's suppose this came out 10 years ago, I want to say. 12, 12 years, yeah, actually 10 years ago, 2012. So, my God, 2012, 12 is 10 years ago. Weird. But yeah, anyway, and it's kind of like Da Vinci Code, but for kids, so it's all about riddles. I'm not sure if there's supernatural aspect to it. I think it's mostly thriller, like riddles, things, and secret societies and stuff. And yeah, that just sounds very cool. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. And then we have The Litteräre Apotek by Nina George. This is all about a bookstore owner who gives you tips for, like, if you're having a bad day, you can read this book. If you're feeling lonely, read this book. So it kind of, he uses books as a way to give medicine. Anyway, and the author is I want to say German. Wait a moment. Yeah, German. So it works for Germany, this book. And yeah, very excited to check it out. Yeah, quite a lot of these books are big, so as I said, I'm not going to get to all of them. But we have Rebel, um, Skamlösa Kvinnor. So yeah, it's one of those biographies with females from around the world and their stories. And it's, well, I suppose this one, it's comic, so it's uh, just comic book based. So it's kind of just drawings all the time and letters. It's not illustrations and text, but it's, yeah. I've actually started this slightly, so I read 3 stories, I want to say. 4 maybe. I read a few of these. But yeah, I mean, it's comic based, so it's very quickly read, so I'm pretty sure that this one I probably will finish. I mean, if I don't, something weird has happened. But yeah. And then we have The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities by Rick Riordan and other authors. Well, most other authors. This one also I started slightly. This video could also be named Books I Started Slightly. But yeah. But I haven't gotten far on it, and I kind of want to have an anthology book for readathon. And yeah. And that's all my physical reads that I kind of want to read. I do also, yeah, even more possibilities. Sorry, excuse me, man. But yeah, I also might pick up an audiobook now and then. I have some audiobooks. Well, I have quite a lot of audiobooks. I'm listening to two. Sorry, I want. That's wrong. I'm listening actually to 3 at the moment. Well, depends how you mean it. Okay, so yeah, I've started actually 4 audiobooks. One is The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. I've read it long ago, but I can't decide to do audiobook, which is Stephen Fry narrating, which I really enjoy. And then there's a romance from this year, called Between the Margins by Margaret Mitchell. No, by it's an author. I'll link it down below. And then there's The Secret at Chimneys by Agatha Christie. I'm liking that one. It's a listen. Well, listened to it before. It's a read anyway, the book. And then there's also Girl Adventurers, which is all about female adventurers, like the like of Amelia. No, I'm just blanking out. Amelia Earhart and the likes people females who went around the world discovering stuff. And yeah, so that's also options. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I also kind of think I might bake something for the weekend. I think that would be fun to like bake some cinnamon cinnamon buns or something like that. But other than that, like a snack like around like the snack menu, I haven't really prepared that much. So I mean, you'll see it when I might do a wrap up. I'll probably do a wrap up. So then you probably might see some, at least me talking about snacks. And yeah, I hope you have a nice reading weekend. And if you do Deweys, please let me know. And if you have some thoughts about these books or some books you don't want to talk about, please do. And bye.